What's up, y'all? How y'all doing? Welcome to Zane N Lane, episode 1.
Oh yeah, it's been a long time coming, but happy to be here. It's been a good energy, a good vibe. It's been a lot of work, but it's definitely worth it, especially if you enjoy it.
Let's be honest, though. This ain't really episode 1.
Well, maybe it's like 0.5.
It's like episode 3 or 4 or 5. I don't know at this point. We've just been testing. But I think we got it down.
Yeah, by now, it should be pretty good. We give a good little flow. Introduce some new ideas, I'd say. Maybe some different perspectives on things, but also keep it fun. Keep it funny. You know, show off a few little cute faces and such. Maybe a few swag little outfits or whatnot, but, you know, we're going to keep it a little...
If I keep sipping enough of this tea, might be in just a great mood in a minute.
Oh, I see. Well,
damn. Tea,
Twisted
herbs.
tea.
Dude, fucking Twisted Tea. Damn, you remember that Twisted Tea? That dude that smacked the... it's like the video. God damn, I can't think of what it is.
Nope. No idea.
It's funny. No. Oh, the dude. There's this like dude being racist in the convenience store. It's a Twisted Tea thing where he grabs the tea from the bottom because he keeps. It's like the white dude keeps calling the black dude the N word,
And he just
smacks the shit out of him like for saying it. He was like, "Hit me again," or like, "Say it again, I'm gonna hit you." He just smacks the shit out of him.
I don't like that. I mean, I'm good that he smacked the shit out of the racist, but like violence is never the answer.
Damn.
What's it gonna solve?
We just started off with a friggin' hardball right there.
Violence is never the answer?
Yeah, I don't even
well,
know.
like, if you beat the shit out of me, I'm now going to be angry at you because you beat the shit out of me. Like, it might humble me a bit if I thought I was big dog beforehand, but like, look at Japan. You think they're happy that we bombed them? Ooh, probably not. Probably not. You know what I'm saying? It stopped an issue, but I don't know if it solved it.
I feel like...
That's too big?
I don't even know.
Too big?
That was in there.
Too much.
But could you imagine what it even felt like to get smacked in the face with a can? Like a full can, a Twisted Tea can just slammed into your face. Could you imagine that?
I'm sure it would hurt.
I can't even imagine that pain.
I mean, I could.
I don't know. I feel like it would just like be such a shocking pain. You would just be knocked out.
Yeah, but like... That's not that bad of a pain if you get knocked out from it. You don't have to feel it.
It's not as big of a pain as heartbreak, let's be honest.
I mean, I don't feel like heartbreak hurts too physically.
Sheesh, heartbreak breaks
But
me. My heart really be
Childbirth, that probably sucks.
Childbirth?
Childbirth.
What's the most like painful thing you think you could take before passing out?
Probably childbirth.
You
but,
think-
like, I don't think I could take it. I think I'd pass out.
How would you know what that even feels like?
Well, there's a machines that you can hook up to you and it simulates what it feels like to go through childbirth.
Damn.
Oh yeah. And every man that I've ever seen do it, they just cry immediately.
You think it's accurate though?
Yeah, I think men aren't designed to handle physical pain as much as women are because they have to go through that. So like their bodies are designed, and maybe they just go through more than we do generally. But
Is it like so it just attaches to you?
Yeah, it's like a little electrical thing, like the little flat.
It's like
things
electrical conductors or something like that, and it just like triggers your muscles to feel the pain.
It just spazzes them. Like it just fucking like I don't know exactly what it does.
I
but
never
it
want
shocks
to
you, I'm
like
pretty sure.
respect to women. I don't know. I never.
Oh, dude, I could not do it. I could not do it.
and I don't want to do it.
Women take on such an incredible role, and like half the time don't complain about it, and when they do,
We're already playing the panda game.
Panda,
Not panda, Mr. Panda.
What's the panda game?
Panda, like you pandering. We pander into a female audience already. See that? That's what it sounds like.
It's not pandering to a female audience if you respect women. Hey, we are here for you. Remember that.
That's what's up.
Oh yeah.
So what you got today? What's your first topic?
Let's go with what kind of people do you feel live the best life? Like just best quality of life in general. Like what occupation of person or what like generic group of people?
That's a loaded question because the first thing I want to go to is say just like a celebrity. But when I think about it, you never really know what the pressures they have to live with, all that things. Like, sure, their quality of life might be great as far as financial stability, but emotionally and shit like that, we always see how some of these celebrities, like either they kill themselves, they go crazy, they have these moments in the like in just TV where they just get exposed for like being crazy when really they just probably having a mental breakdown from all the shit they've been just trying to hide in. So I don't know if I'm gonna go with that answer. Who you think has the easiest? Honestly, you said like the easiest and the best quality of life.
No, just like best quality of life.
I feel like it might be the president. I don't know.
Oh no, son! You know how stressful that job is. That's probably the most stress. Well,
let's be honest.
Top 10 most stressful jobs.
How much
in America.
do they actually do though? Like in a day, like
a lot.
I get. You think, but they have like levels of like strategic coordinators for all these things.
Yeah.
And they don't have to like think too much. They just have to be like the final say, which is pretty stressful.
Well, to me, even if I only have to sign off on everything, I'm probably having to sign off on 100 things a day.
Yeah, no lie.
Just that is.
I would get a stamp.
Boring in
I would just
itself.
get a stamp. Just Lane Wicks. But I'm never. When I was a kid, I really wanted to run for president or I wanted to be an astronaut. Like that was like my two things that I wanted to do. Like, you know, when like they asked you in middle school, like what you wanted to do and like, what was your career goals? Like that was my two things. Like I always wanted to be a astronaut or president, but I want to ask you, what do you think? Like, what do you think? Who lives the best, easiest life?
Professional athletes.
Yeah.
One, they live a life where their entire job is to be as physically fit, which makes you like feel really good about yourself by like they have professionals around them helping them be as fit as possible. They're living the most incredible like healthy lifestyles, but at the same time they're a superhero. They're a superhero to these kids and to all these people for playing a game. Yeah, it's a physical sport. You might get hurt, you might this or that. Like you have to devote a lot of hours into the gym, but that always feels good after. You get to work on your body and work on yourself as a job, and you literally just get to perform in front of people, and then they praise you for it. And then after all this, you're now one of the richest people in the world, alongside being one of the most attractive, at least like in physical means, and you're one of the best people in the world at something, and you're put on a pedestal. Like, I feel like it doesn't get too much better than professional athletes. Like, what could be better? You play a game for a living. You're the most physically fit you could possibly be. You have the most money that comprehendibly you could have, you know?
I feel like there's a couple things. I mean, it's going to be this whole situation gives and takes with anything we both say. Because I feel like, yeah, all those amazing things, you know, you're fit, you live in life good, you look good, you feel good. But then it's like you're constantly traveling the country, playing games. You don't have all the time to spend with your family, you know, your wife. Also, if you lose a game, everyone gets mad at you. You know, you have to be this huge, like, this role model to the public where it's like you can never do any wrong. And if you do wrong, like you're canceled, you're this, you're that. I mean, that's a modern, that's like a modern sports player.
Yeah.
You know, modern athlete.
The way I look at it is professional athletes are not paid by the public. They're paid by the team that's paid by the public.
But exactly.
So it's Kaepernick can kneel down. Kaepernick didn't lose his job. Kaepernick lost the...
No, Kaepernick lost his job.
Oh, but he didn't lose it that season, huh?
I'm pretty sure they were just like they basically they blacklisted him. So they were like they didn't go outright and say we're not hiring you because of this, but he wasn't getting drafted on any team, on anything like anything.
Lost popularity.
Well, they did that. They realized. So the NFL realized that what you're doing is controversial to our audience that's paying us. Guess what? Next season, your contract just ended conveniently, and we're not going to draft you into any other team.
I see.
And that's a blacklisting. He got blackballed.
Yeah. That is kind of sucky, but I guess the way I look at it is like, your job is just to perform the game. As long as you don't do dumb shit outside of it, then like no big deal. You retire when you're 35, 40. You made hundreds of millions of dollars in your career. Look at Shaq. Shaq never has to work at all again because he can just put his face on a Gold Bond commercial and get all that ad money.
So your figure is your IP. That's your intellectual property. Now what happens if you lose an arm or you get you get in a car wreck?
I think what I like about it is that you are your brand.
Yeah, no, I mean that's
like
what you
Jordans.
are the IP, your intellectual property.
Yeah.
But the thing is that like, what am I trying to say here? I guess, I lost that train of thought.
Well, the way I like to think of it is we generally like to think of people having a lot of money as being happy or being, you know, the most well looked after life or the most easier life, right? The easiest life. So Think about the people that make the most money. Professional athletes, actors, all these doctors, people working in government, high up or whatever. Any of these jobs, they all sound pretty shitty except for maybe being, professional athletes or being all these things where you have fun for a living. You literally have fun for a living. Like, these men play this sport because they love it. Not because they're just like, I'm going to grind and I'm going to do this all day. They're like, I want to grind because I love this shit so much that I just want to be the best in the world. And when I see somebody better than me, that makes me want to just be better. Like, I think it's a pretty healthy mindset to have. And then you have all the shit else.
Sounds like this is your final answer. It sounds like you made the decision.
I've thought about it.
You thought about this before. I'm still going to go with the president. Like, I see where you're going with. But like,
said Trump. Did you see him before?
This ain't the political podcast.
No. But did you see a picture of him before?
No, to be honest, I just don't even pay attention.
There's no way he enjoyed it that much. He ages so much. Look at Obama.
But like every president does that. Everyone ages. I mean, 4 years and that. Like, think about how stressful. Okay, but think about that. Now think about what your NFL or what your athletes have gone through in those 4 years, as opposed to like, listen to this. Like, they might live the happy life while they're playing sports, but now once they turn 40 plus and their backs are broken, their spinal needs to be realigned, their knees are shot, all this stuff. Sure, you live a happy 20 to 30 to 40, but what about your 40 to 80? I feel like that back half of your life, you're going to pay for it. Like, that's like the half-life of the half-life of a professional athlete might not be as great as someone. So let's put it this way.
Would you rather be a retired 45, let's see, year-old athlete, or an obese American 300-pound dude that's 5'8"?
I guess it really depends on...
What's healthier?
I guess it depends on where your happiness come from. Are you saying that like health and wealth equates to more success and happiness?
No. Wealth makes it to where you don't have to stress, right?
So financial stress is one of the biggest things that exactly. No, financial stress is a terrible stress that I don't wish on anyone. It's terrible.
It sucks. And I'm pretty sure most of us understand that.
Especially like through 2020 and all that shit.
Exactly. So imagine you're not financially stressed, you're attractive, and you're physically healthy. Like, you feel good in the morning when you wake up. You feel like an engine. You don't feel like you're about to have cardiac arrest.
Beat down like a racehorse.
No, you know why you don't feel beat down like a racehorse? Because there's professionals that take care of your body for you.
If you're top tier, if you're LeBron.
Son, if you're anyone on any professional athlete team, they are.
I don't know if you're Ronaldo, if you're LeBron, if you're LeBron James, LeBron James,
LeBron. Got him.
Oh shit!
Let me get this little coconut water real quick.
Coconut water. You ever been?
By the way, take care about what you put in your body. That shit's important.
You ever seen like a real coconut growing on a tree?
In real life?
Yeah, in real life.
I mean, besides if we're counting anything in Florida, no.
I don't know if I've ever like actually seen one as many palm trees as I've seen. Like, you go to the store and you get the coconut, but like, I don't know. I don't think I've ever seen it. You know that like it's a weird thing too. Pineapples grow underneath the ground. Like, people think pineapples grow from trees.
It's like a potato.
Yeah, it's like a weird. It's a rooter.
No, actually, pineapples don't grow.
Yeah, pineapples grow under the ground.
The pineapple itself, I'm pretty sure, is like the only thing coming out the ground, kind of like a cabbage.
It's either like an agave plant.
We're gonna look it up. I'm pretty sure a pineapple grows on the ground, kind of like a watermelon.
But either way, like most people, I feel like most people would assume it would grow from a tree. So is it a bush or is it a tuber?
It's like a bush. Look.
Oh, so it's like agave. Yeah, so it's just like a little cornucopia in the middle.
Yeah, exactly. Pineapple grows in the middle, just like a little. I don't even know what it literally is like an agave plant. It looks very similar.
How the fuck you think they got the pineapple to be SpongeBob's house? What was like the logic behind that?
Bro, to be honest, that has been the biggest mindfuck question I've had for the longest time. The only reason that I'm thinking is they're in a tropical area. You know, every time it comes above water,
I'm so interested. It just shows
that same little island.
I'm so interested in this bike. Why are you explaining it? I'm gonna look up the definition or like look up the theory.
I'm thinking they're just in a tropical place, so it's like a tropical fruit that fell in the water, sunk to the ground, and the little sea life is just making a house out of it, you know? To be honest, SpongeBob kind of freaks me out, the whole thing. Maybe not freaks me out, but like, they could have picked so many different characters, and like the main one is a sponge, and he's not even a sponge that would have lived in the ocean. He's a plastic sponge.
Okay, this is... I feel like this is retcon in there. I don't know. But it says SpongeBob lives in a pineapple because pineapples are a common motif in Polynesian crafts. In addition, Hillenberg says that he thought SpongeBob would like the smell of a pineapple home. Smell is a very important sense for sea animals. SpongeBob was originally named Spongeboy.
Oh,
Spongeboy.
Spongeboy. Honestly,
he sounds like a superhero. SpongeBob.
I like Spongeboy more. Spongeboy and Patrick.
I want to see like original concept art now. That's funny.
So basically, he was like, I don't know. I kind of like pineapples. It smelled good. See things.
No. The creator said that he thought SpongeBob would like the smell. So he thought his character that he would design would like the smell. That's some, I don't know. That's some
created a
character trait for his character.
Yeah.
Like, oh, he likes, I think he would like pineapples.
So let's just put him a pineapple and see how it goes.
How old were you when you realized that SpongeBob's parents weren't cookies, but like dried out sponges? You ever seen what they look like?
Yeah, about 17. I'm not even going to lie. I'm going to be like, why is he a cut sponge? And then his parents are cookies. And then someone's like, no, they're actual like sea sponges, like in the cylindrical form, more cylindrical form, I guess. Well, not really cylindrical, just kind of.
They look like chocolate chip cookies. Look at this.
They do look like chocolate chip cookies.
Look, I've always wondered, like, why would they dusty ass, like, unbaked?
SpongeBob's dad doesn't even look like he has a face. It looks just like.
It looks like Mr. Potato Head.
Completely drawn on. Mixed potato head.
What is it?
Mixed potato head.
Oh, forget. Yeah. So I don't think it's mixed. It's just.
I know, but is it just,
I don't know how to pronounce it. I'm going to be honest. Like.
Is it just potato head?
Is MX pronounced mix?
It's mixed.
Yeah.
Mixed potato? Yeah. Ooh, I hate the thing.
It's fine. I've been hitting the thing, the whole thing-a-ling.
Apologies, by the way.
For the freaking. Look at this.
Oh.
This is Patrick's parents. No way they show that now. This has to be like.
Oh yeah, I've seen that now.
This is Patrick's parents.
Yeah.
So what are they doing to SpongeBob? What are they doing to all of our childhood cartoons? Like, have you seen Ben 10 lately?
No, but we're running out of creativity, dude. Look at all media. It's all recycled from 2010 on.
I have already found the point of basic SpongeBob porn, so I'm closing this out like that fast. I was just clicking from link to link, and then there's an image of SpongeBob literally sucking a giant waifu pillow. Like, I don't know how else to say it. Like, God.
Oh, I have a good question actually.
What?
Do you think this year's hurricane season is gonna be worse than last?
To be honest, we just had that one last year, right?
Dude,
that hit us.
We had like
one hit Lake Charles, and then one hit us.
No, because I'm pretty sure last year was hurricane break. Like it was record-breaking hurricane season.
Really? I'm talking about what just hit us specifically.
No, I'm talking about what came through the Gulf.
The Gulf entirely.
How many? Yeah, watch.
So like 2020 was. I remember 2020 being a crazy year. Like some of the first things I remember was like the Australian wildfires, and then there's COVID too. It had race like upset, like just things turning over, like things changing, and then. You had the whole like Trump thing. Like it was just so much.
So it was the most stressful year of my life.
It really was.
Let's talk about that. 2020. I know, guys. I know we've been half a year past 2020 and we want to get over it. But holy fuck. Like we need to reflect on that year.
I think we're gonna forget about it.
So much shit happened, dude. Every month,
it was so much.
I felt like it was a new midlife crisis.
It was a new episode of the American Horror Story. Yeah, like, that's what it was. It was like
Earth Horror Story.
What's the next supervillain? We had apparently crazy hurricanes that I totally forgot about. We had, like I said, the wildfires in Australia. We had
all the artists dying.
Yeah,
and who else? Oh shit!
I don't know. We lost so many people. Like
no, not Michael Jordan. Oh my God, Kobe died.
Kobe in the helicopter crash. I totally forgot about that. Damn.
There was so much crazy shit. There was so many natural disasters.
That's crazy in a helicopter crash.
Out of all, like, in helicopters are fairly safe. Like,
it feels
way
like
safer
it
than
would.
a car.
You know, like everything on the helicopter is held on by one nut at the top called the Jesus nut, and it screws onto the top of it.
Is the G spot?
No, it's the Jesus nut. It's a J.
The J nut. Okay.
And it literally holds on the blades of the helicopter. And if it ever comes off, like it's one bolt or it's one nut. And like you
that's
just fuck.
Sketchy.
That's why they call it the Jesus nut.
Yeah, that's sketchy.
I don't know. It's just like a random ass fact, but that's crazy. About it. I've never flown in a helicopter. I've never flown at all, actually, in my whole life.
I like flying. It's the safest form of travel.
I've ridden on like trains. You ever rode on a train? I mean, trains, buses, and all that stuff.
Actually,
but
no.
I've never flown. I don't know. That's one of my dreams is to like fly too, like to learn to be a pilot.
Oh, to individually fly.
Yeah, like I would like to own my own plane one day.
So have you not flown just because of opportunity, or like you've been afraid of it?
Well, like I traveled all around the United States. We both saw like a fuck ton of states. I've seen like 38, and like it was always through music or when I was doing a little bit of the photography stuff. So it was just like you had to drive. You couldn't fly your drum set, your amps, your guitar across. I mean, we couldn't. Some people could.
Yeah.
It just wasn't feasible. But like,
so you just never had the opportunity to fly. Something that you were like, it's worth me to pay this money for this ticket. Let me go.
The COVID prices, like they dropped stupid. Like I wanted to just fly to like Chicago for like the weekend or something, but it was so scary to fly like during when everything was around. What you signaling me? Oh, I thought you were signaling me something.
No. In September 2020, me and Michaela actually we flew to Arizona round trips. It was like $180 a ticket.
Yeah. Oh,
now,
dude,
it wasn't the most fanciest shit in the world, but
no, I saw that's the pictures you showed me. That was beautiful. It looked like a MacBook like background.
Yeah.
It definitely like the iOS Sierra was like that was like the background of it. What's this?
That's a Devil's Rock.
Oh, I thought you were showing me this notification. Oh yeah, dude, this literally looks like.
It's
I wish they could see it. But
it's like a movie.
How did you do in like 2020? Like
2020 was probably my most. I mean, I don't want to use the D word, but it was definitely the most like
depressed.
Yeah, it was definitely the most depressing year of my life. But it was so corny. Everybody's most depressing.
I picked a bad time to vape and say that. That looks so corny on the camera. I'm sure, but depression. Sound like when you got it, like just talk about it. Fuck it.
Oh yeah, well, like we were all depressed. Like you couldn't be depressed. Well, maybe not depressed. Just I had a very.
I think a lot of people
faith in humanity.
I think a lot of people found out what depression was during 2020, like during the pandemic. Like it just made sense to some people.
It was just so weird. It all happened so fast, and no one had time to react to it. It's kind of like
it seemed like while it was going on, it was like the slowest thing ever to me, anyway. Like it felt like those summers when like you just graduated, like or like you just finished like 7th grade and you're going to 8th grade, and that summer seems like so long because time isn't real to you. It doesn't mean anything. And while we're all at home, like I literally would like have no sleep schedule. Like the days didn't mean anything. Nothing meant anything. Like as long as I had food to eat and then like took a shower and then like I didn't have any responsibilities, which was cool at first. It was the first time that like I really got to just sit down and enjoy life. And I think that's what everyone thought at the beginning. And then it just like the extreme amounts of nothingness of time after time after time, day after day, just bleeding in the wind, just it's just depression. It was just like it was
a loop. We ran out of
exactly. It was a loop. It was just like it's like you having the same dream every night.
Yeah,
but it's a nightmare.
We had no more routine. There was no going to work Monday to Friday. There was no going to the gym at this day. There was no like go and see these people are doing this like religiously, or you're having like your Tuesday night margarita nights or whatever with the boys or something. Everything stopped, and I don't know. It was nice to have your alone time or your free time, but when every time is free time, do you really have free time? Because what are you free from? If you're free from doing nothing, that's all just your time.
I'll tell you what. Like, we're free from depression now, hopefully.
Oh yeah. Life's been looking good.
Life's good.
But this year's been nice. Everybody's been.
It's a new leaf.
A lot nicer. Like now that
a blank page.
Oh yeah. Everything.
We don't even, it's weird. It's like talking about 2020 is now like talking about your high school days or something like that. That's what it feels like. But
yeah, well, it was such a long year. Like,
but as soon as it was over, like just like I was trying to say, it's just like that. I already started to forget about some of the things I dealt with, some of the things, it cost many people relationships, like their relationships were over because just how they were dealing with, it cost people their jobs. It cost people their entire life savings. Like it costs a lot of people everything. And to the fact that we are here where we are now, like most people have survived and we are recovering as an economy. It's kind of amazing that it worked.
Yeah. Well,
I know it's still struggling, but like, I think it worked.
Well, it goes to show you that
hopefully
we're going to get through it. We are human. We're here to survive. Like we're here to even past survive. We're here to live. So we got the survival thing down. Like, we got it. It was very beneficial. It definitely had us. It had me questioning how open-minded I was.
Yeah.
Like, I was really tested to, like, really try and think out of the box and assess situations for, like, not what the media was portraying to me, or like not this or that. And I felt like the world grew up a notch. We learned that internet is fucking necessary and we need it, and it can run all of us. Like, we could all work off the internet and never have to leave our houses. Not that we want to, because that
goes right. I just burped into the microphone. That's disgusting. But that's also leads us back into people getting depressed. But I think I mean, you saw TikTok blowing up then. Of course, it was out before, but it really blew up. Everything, like streaming, podcast, everything blew up during that time because people were just bored and had this creative energy built up. But like you said, we survived. That reminds me, though, like, all right, I got a question for you. Here it is.
All right.
Do you think this is like how my mind thinks? I feel like not like how my mind thinks, but like I just jump to the next topic. We're so ADD that it just happens like that. But like, at least I am. Do you think that you could survive on like Survivor Man? Like, do you think you could do it?
I mean,
what would you need to survive?
For a few days.
2 weeks.
Like, I'm not bad. I can... If I had a gun, definitely. And I could shoot... Well, how about, like... I don't really eat animals and stuff, but... Let's say I had a fishing pole and I was in a place that I can catch hella fish easily. Like, that's not bad. I can live off of fish easily. Not for a decent time, but... That's a conditioning thing. That's a mental thing. That's more... You know, like, I can survive a few days, but... To want to do it past day 3, 4, 5... Like, especially if you're alone... That's, I don't know. That's just a whole nother mental thing.
Do you think that like you would just try and sit it out? Like, all right, let's say I'm trying to see exactly the facts on how long like you can survive without water.
About 2 days, I think. 2 to 3 days.
2 to 3 days, you think?
After that, you're so impaired that I don't think you'd be too worth a fuck. You might be able to be alive.
About 3 days, but some have survived to 8 to 10. 8 to 10 without water. Son, could you imagine like the worst dehydration ever? Like you just left the nightclub, you woke up the next morning after not drinking any water, no Gatorade, no Pedialyte, and you wake up the next morning, you're like, oh, like SpongeBob whenever he's out the water, like SpongeBob when he's out the. I don't need it.
You look like SpongeBob's dad.
It's probably 10 times worse than that on day 8.
Well, yeah,
I could not. You are the sponge. You are SpongeBob and Patrick when they say they don't need water in Sandy's compound.
Sheesh.
It's a very niche SpongeBob podcast already. I feel like we just dove into Spongeboy.
OP, though. SpongeBob will always be OP.
I used to play the SpongeBob video game. Like, I don't know. He's like, it's kind of weird now. They reanimated it and shit, but like, I don't know.
I never really got to watch it a lot as a kid.
No, it was one of those things where like, some parents, I remember, didn't let their kids watch it. And I was like, why? Because my mom didn't care what I watched, basically. Well, maybe not necessarily that, but like, I kind of just watched what I wanted to. Yeah. So I wasn't watching anything like terribly wrong. But then as I'm older and you go back to and you watch it, like you see all like the sexual like innuendos and shit that they make. God.
Yeah, it's kind of bad. See, my mom put us on some Disney Channel. We were some Disney Channel kids.
And now look what happened to all the Disney Channel stars.
Oh, yeah.
Hannah Montana.
That's a good bop.
That's a good bop.
Dude, speaking of bobs, have you heard the new KSI album?
Nobody listens to KSI.
I know, but have you heard it?
Yeah, I told you about it. I thought
my man is kind of doing bits. Like he's not that he has one like a whole bunch of songs that I'm like, damn, this is banging. Like get this on the radio.
Put him on to this.
Just no, son. I've been watching KSI since
I was like, hey, check out the new KSI album the other day. Yeah, come on, don't cap to the camera.
I can show you my history and everything. I'm not even really worried about it.
It's cap.
It's crazy to see somebody be able to perform 10 different genres, if not more, in one sitting, or one album, and it all be decent and be like, wow, this is listenable. If anything, it's catchy. Like I don't know, I commend that because. There's not many people doing a lot of things at once. You know what I'm saying? Like Drake has a lot of different albums that show a lot of different things, but that's over years of development and like changing and doing this and that.
And Drake changed the way our music sounds. Drake brought in the streaming era. I feel like he is just like changed everything. Like, and so everyone's singing and rapping. That's why all music sounds the same now. I feel like everyone's trying to sound like him. And I'm so tired of that sound. It's just like everyone's the singing rapper. Everyone's the...
You're not wrong. But that's with our producing nowadays. We can make anyone's voice sound incredible if you really want to.
I'm about to make my voice hit them high notes on the mic.
Hit them high notes. Do it for me. Oh, they don't want this shit.
That was some Kid Cudi humming right there.
Dude, I miss old Drake though. Man, growing up to fuck it, I'm all one. I tell him, oh man.
Hit it. Let's spit that verse. Spit that verse.
No, they're not ready for Lil White Boy Zane. I'm not ready for White Boy Zane. And Lil Weezy, oh man, the guy himself who taught me what a metaphor was. Not my 7th grade English teacher.
No, it was
Weezy, baby.
It wasn't a metaphor, simile, or nothing. He's just we didn't learn none of that shit.
My boy was Fireman.
Fireman. Fire for Fireman.
I got them hollers. I'm coming. What y'all think about the kicks? Y'all like them new Nigers?
Sheesh, no. Nobody likes the Nigers.
And to be honest, I love that ain't nobody fucking with the Nigers in Lafayette because that means hella options for me.
Every time Ruckus drops something, you're there.
Well,
dude, pick it up. Those are nice.
And it fits my foot so well. And these got a good look.
So what do you like about that shoe? Because like they literally could see this complex sneaker of the yearbook right here.
Oh, yeah.
So it's just like something I care about. Like, but I'm always curious, like, you like a shoe that no one else likes, and I respect that because it's like it's kind of hipster, so I'll fuck with it.
Yeah.
But it's also like you're not liking something just because everyone else does. Yeah. What is it about that shoe, about Nyjah too, that you like?
Well, to be honest, to begin, I have a very, very narrow foot. Very narrow foot. So to find a shoe that fits my narrow foot naturally and can keep the the shoestring still wide and not have to tighten them all the way, it's very hard for me to find. So the first time I put the shoe on, I knew immediately. I was like, oh my God, it's so comfortable. It fits me so well. It's so tight on my little tiny, what is the ball of my foot? There you go. The little tiny ball of my foot.
I think the ball of your foot's
and then
the
they're
middle
just
of your
so
foot,
sleek.
right?
Like if I wear a big shoe like that, or even like your J's or whatever, dude, it's so bulky right here compared to my tiny little, ankle.
Lows.
And it's just, the contrast is too much. Like I need a sleek foot. A
sleek looking shoe.
Yeah, like, and I need a sleek shoe, and
I keep burping.
I mean, I skateboard. I wear. I mean, I don't super skateboard anymore, but I still like the streetwear and the clothing from this skate brands and whatnot, and I like to support, especially Ruckus. Like, it's kind of all we have.
We're posers.
So I try to help as much as I can. Well, I mean, I literally have my deck in my car, but
it's just a funny thing to say.
Yeah, so at 26, it's hard to find the time. But, and then it's so nice to have a shoe that one fits well. It's like $90 brand new. And they come out with so many different colorways. Yeah. They've come out with like 10 already.
What did the first one look like? Because that's the 2, right?
Yeah. The nicer ones, they're decent. I think the 2s look a bit better. Yeah. But the ones are nice too.
It's a pretty cool like material shoe. Like it's got a lot of mesh. It's got a lot of 3M on it. It's got a lot of like rubberized. It's got some cool stuff on it. Oh, they kind of look like Janoskis.
Yeah.
They're like old.
Oh, and StockX. Well,
this is officially the shoe podcast now. That's what I feel like. We're not like gonna hit a bunch of like specific, or like we're not gonna hit like 5 specific topics. It's just kind of like going off what's on our brain.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah, these do look like Janoskis.
They're not bad though, huh?
No, the cuts like in them.
They're very 2015. You know, like
it's like the whole shoe has a rubber cage around it.
Yeah, kind of like the old free runs.
Yeah, it kind of has the free run sole on it.
Yeah.
It's kind of nice, though.
Yeah, it's okay. I definitely like these better, though. I like
that's
the separation.
Such a sleek shoe. Like, it's so low. That's what I like about it.
Oh, dude, and the rubber thing around right here is so nice. Like, it doesn't disconnect from the shoe.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
So it's like, it's not vulcanized.
It's a nice shoe that I can wear, and it doesn't just destroy the shoe from wearing it, so I don't have to feel bad about wearing it.
Yeah.
Because
I try and only buy, like, most of the times, some exceptions, like leather shoes that are stitched into the sole instead of vulcanized. Like they're stitched into the midsole. That way it never comes unglued or like it.
Yeah, it's
I feel like I'd rather spend a little bit more on like the leather shoe that's stitched in that's going to last me twice as long than like
100%. I am like that with everything I purchase.
But I still like some beat up shit because like these are just canvas blazers that like I beat And like, I like the way it looks. I like the way people look. You know how some people wear like, you know what I'm jealous? I can't pull off like the dirty white Converse. Like the dirty white Converse look with like a clean fit.
I can't pull it off
That's
either.
just like as somebody's swag, I guess. Like, but I can't wear Converse.
I can't let my shoes get to that point.
I just can't wear Converse.
Yeah, I used to wear Converse a lot, but it's a very narrow, long. I
don't even have a big shoe, but like I feel like I got like a size 34 when I wear Converse.
yeah. You have to go down in sizes a lot though.
Yeah, their sizing is stupid too, and they're owned by Nike now, and they still haven't fixed that. So I don't get that. It just doesn't make sense. Like when you're trying to order, you have to know your size
in Converse
size. You have to do like an equation. There's like literally an equation. Like if your normal size is this, then
it's like an entire size and a half down. But it is what it is. It's just like pants in different brands or whatever. You just learn the size that you fit in, and that, like, it is what it is. Dude, I wish Lafayette had better clothing options and better like apparel and better, like, we have cool people our age popping off doing some cool things, making some cool shit. But in terms of like having shit at all to buy, like what I can go to damn
PacSun.
Dickies, PacSun.
Dickies.
I was gonna say.
What you buying from Dickies?
I was gonna say Dick's Sporting Good. I can go like to Dick's, a fucking Academy, fucking.
That's where all the Lafayette shops.
Yeah, fucking PacSun. Like, oh my god, I don't want to go there. Like,
it's cute. We don't know what we're doing. We don't know how to dress. We just wear what we wear.
What do you call it? The resale stuff that they've been having.
The flea market at the Bulldog.
Yeah, dude, the flea market stuff is tight. It's really cool. It's all our stuff, which is nice.
The flea market has everyone looking exactly the same.
Yeah, that's
like everyone that shows up there, like especially all the dudes, everyone looks like the other one. They all look like the same person because they're just buying and swapping the same shit with each other, and like,
which is not bad. It's still better than not. It's still cool.
It's cool because it's like reusing stuff. Yeah, right. It's recycling. Some people are making some money off of it, stimulating the little economy. But it's like everyone wearing the same thing, but it makes sense because they're all buying the same stuff. They're all into the same thing, so they're just like selling and trading shirts and stuff.
I guess I just wish like we had basic stuff like a Nike outlet or like even a Vans store, or I know this is just generic brands, but how we don't have that? How we have 32 freaking steak shops and to-go daiquiri shops?
Drive-through daiquiri shops.
32 of them. Like,
that's probably like not even, like we probably have more than that. We probably got like 50.
Every single restaurant too, you can drive and
New
get
Orleans
shit to go.
daiquiris, Daiquiri Supreme. You got like,
God, every fucking bar, every fucking Mexican
New
restaurant.
Orleans daiquiri. Yeah, like, I don't know.
We have every means possible to get alcohol. But God forbid we want to look good and not wear Columbia shirts every day.
That's just like, that's why I thrift like most of the stuff I wear.
Yeah.
Like not most of it, but like I'll buy pants like from the store and stuff like that, wherever I like, pair of pants, and then just kind of like thrift tops or like buy local people stuff, cut my shirts, crop my shirts. Because it's just like boring. Like your options are boring, and I don't trust anything online.
Yeah.
Because every time I order online, like it comes in the wrong size. I don't know how y'all girls or like dudes do this too, like the Shein orders. I don't know how y'all like order 30 things online and then they all like fit. Is that how it works, or do they just like take a chance on like half of it fits, another half doesn't?
Honestly, I think you have to type in your measurements. Like you have to measure yourself and type in like how long your arms are.
I have tried to order stuff from those like fast fashion websites before, and it's so like random sizes, dude. So just like it's not worth it, and it's like bad for multiple reasons. But for me, it's just like at the end of the day, the shit just don't fit me half the time.
Yeah, I don't have it. I don't even have. What is it? I don't even have success inside stores. Half the time they don't have my size, much less on the internet. Like, I mean, they might have my size, but how do I know that that's the size that's gonna fit me? You know, like 28-32 is very different depending on where you go. Very, very different. And I don't understand. Like, I thought it was an inch measurement.
What amazes me is like women's sizings in clothes. Like they have.
How does it amaze you?
Dude, their pants are just one number. They're like just a size 8 or a size 9 in that. And then they have like a size 8 dress and a size 9 dress. It's just one measurement. How are women that like.
You mean a single number? No, because they have a size 13. They have a size 12.
Yeah, but it's not like 32-30 or 32-32. Well, it's just the size is a set length.
Yeah.
Is there not that much genetic variation like in women versus men?
Not as much, I don't think. And women tend to like, I think, roll their stuff more. And
I roll my shit.
Yeah, me too.
I roll a fuck. Look
I don't know. That's an interesting question, actually.
On camera.
Girls don't have length with their pants. I do know girls struggle with that a lot. Like, they'll find something that fits really good in the waist, but then it's way too long or it's way too short.
Oh, yeah. You ever seen women?
They literally have to find the perfect pant.
You ever seen women's pockets? Like, there's nothing.
You mean, have I not seen women's pockets? Because, like, they don't exist.
I literally seen this meme. It's like, it's just people like holding, like, it's just pictures of women just holding like so much shit in their hands, and it's like, this is what the fashion industry has made women evolve into, like, be able to just hold like a fuck ton of shit because they don't have pockets.
Yeah.
So you got like you got your phone, you got your coffee, you've got your purse, you got your vape, probably you got like 5 different things in your hand just because you don't have pockets.
But they do have purses, at least. That's probably why purses are so prominent.
Maybe that's why I wear a purse.
Son, what if they stop putting pockets in women's clothing so that they would buy more purses and bags and shit to put their shit?
This is a whole like conspiracy theory right here that you might have just exposed.
Women, you're being exploited for your purse buying. Well, and they love the purses. They're like, fuck it.
I love purses. I have 2 purses that I
like
all the
any
time.
accessory. Anything that can dress up the outfit. I enjoy boring fits with hella accessories that like look, maybe, I mean, fit's not boring, but you feel me what I'm saying? Like, if you just had this and that on, it would not look nearly as pimp if you fuck with the bandana and the hat and the shoes and the earrings and the whatnot, you know what I'm saying? And the rings and like the ankle bracelet.
That's just my natural. Like, I just had to turn it, like, I had to turn it down for the camera actually a little bit.
He hopped up out the bed.
I had to turn it down.
Turn his swag down.
I'll tell you, hey, what's up in the mirror?
That's funny. That's super funny.
How you still didn't finish your coconut drink, bro?
Well, I be sipping and swerving, you know?
Sipping and swerving. Do you drink, like, vegan alcohol and shit?
Well, most alcohol is vegan.
Yeah?
Most liquid things are vegan except for, like, milk. But if you leave milk by itself, it's going to solidify. Eventually, like, a good bit.
And then is it vegan then?
No, but most animal products have gelatin in them, and that's what keeps them not.
Gelatin is fucking disgusting. I know it's really close to the microphone, but if you eating ground up fucking hooves and shit, like, I don't know, like, that's
basically
disgusting.
Hot dogs.
No, like, gelatin is like literally just pure like calcium things that are ground up and boiled to make something sticky, and then they color it with like grape, and then you eating grape cow hoofs, like grape flavored
weird
jelly cow hoofs. Like, it's fucking
weird.
Disgusting.
I'm so glad I'm past the point of like worrying about the weird, disgusting things that we eat that I eat, I guess, in my diet, like in this culture.
So, well, they might not know, but you've been vegan for how many years now?
Well, I went vegan for 3 years, and then in March,
you on the fish
I started
now.
eating seafood again.
Started eating the fish.
So, like, it's nice, though. Like, I still get all the healthiness. Like, the fish is lean. It's not like I'm eating hella fish. Like,
so what made you, like, go for, like, the goal or whatever, like, of being vegan in the first place? What made you think about it like that? Was it, like, well, you tell me.
Yeah. Well, at the time, I was traveling the country with some vegans that were really good friends of mine. They were showing me everything they were doing. I'll probably travel with them for a year before I decided to switch for myself. And, you know, every weekend in, weekend out, I'd see what they were eating, how they were doing, how they were, like, you know, getting their food, how they felt, how they expressed it. At the beginning of it all, I was like, oh, I can never do this. I've hunted my whole life. I've fished my whole life. Like, meat is my shit. I don't even eat vegetables to begin with.
Pause.
Hey, the sus meter.
I mean, like, if that's what you do, that's what you do.
Hey, look, I don't eat no meat anymore. I don't eat no meat anymore. Anyway, so after about a year and me just being an open-minded person and being a fairly, like, strong, like, I can have self-discipline about shit if I really believe in it. So I was like, fuck this, Zane. You're going to do this. You're going to be healthy. You're not going to have a heart attack like your grandpa did and all this and have all this high blood pressure and be overweight like everybody in your family.
I feel like I wanted to know, like, maybe I asked the wrong question. My bad. I didn't mean to cut you off. But, like, what was the reason? Not, like, when or whatever, but, like.
The reason was I wanted to challenge myself to see if I can do this. I wanted to get really healthy. And I also wanted to find a way to make myself less selfish and help the world at the same time. Because traveling the country, man, it made me find a whole new passion for like people and all the different cultures and just all of our different perspectives on things. And I wanted to preserve that. Like,
so that's crazy.
I didn't want to be part of the issue. So I felt like there was maybe something I can do.
I don't know. I feel like people don't realize how much like their diet really affects like the world.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
man.
Like CO2 emissions and stuff like that. Like people talk about how easy or how much damage our cars do.
Yeah.
But your average American diet does more damage than most cars. Like just all the beef we eat and all the everything we eat just like fucks up the environment.
I feel like we're separated from our food though. Like we don't look at a cow and think like, oh, I eat that. No, we just look at a picture of a burger and it's food and it looks nice and it's all dressed up. And like, so you don't relate it with any of the repercussions. You just have like,
you know what they should start doing? Like at McDonald's, having to put a picture of the cow that was killed for that burger.
Yeah, but
on the thing. Not that there's anything wrong with it. It's just like,
no, I don't feel like making people feel bad about a situation ever fixes it. I feel like people get defensive if you start to make them feel bad about it.
Oh, he's putting on for y'all now.
No, I think it's better to just educate people about a certain side, and at the end of the day, if you don't want to agree with it, then you don't have to. You know what I'm saying? Like look at religion. There's so many people that love religion and think it's the best thing in the world, and there's so many people that have an aggressive opinion against it. So it's like our lifestyles are not the same. We don't live the same thing. We don't perceive the same things. We're not affected by the same things. So I don't know. When I first started, I was very adamant in pushing my opinion about that on people. But then I realized that at the end of the day, it's my opinion and it's only going to ever be my opinion. So I have to just live with that and like empower myself that maybe I could be different or maybe I can excuse someone to make a certain decision or change an opinion. But at the end of the day, like, I don't care. As long as you're nice to me and you were trying to be some sort of benefit to this world, I think that's pretty fucking cool. And I can't complain.
I dropped some shit. Hold on. Yeah. I had to make all that noise because I dropped some shit.
It's okay. It's okay. That was rambling anyway. Rambling.
He said that super southern, boy.
So what
I got one for you.
Okay.
Let me think. No, I got it for you. I think we already talked about this like earlier today when we were just talking some stuff. But like, are you happy that you're from the South?
Yes, 100%. I think the South presents a lot of topics that we wouldn't have. Like,
there's a lot of good and bad things from here.
Yeah, but what's good about it is there's so much controversy down here that like we got to grow up seeing people not accept gay people, and now you either accept them or you're the fucking weirdo.
We're going into
need to get
heavy ass topics first day.
No, yeah, but like
we jumping in.
I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like the South has introduced me to so much critical thinking and so much thinking outside of the box and not just listening to one person's opinion. You feel me? Like, and don't get me started on just the hospitality down here. People are the best down here. Out of all, I've gone to 46 of the internal 48 states, or 45 of the internal 48 states, and by far the best people in the country are in Louisiana and in North Carolina, specifically like Raleigh area. They're very Lafayette-ish.
Yeah.
Very just like want to have a good time, nice. We'll talk to you on the road. Nobody looks threatening or feels threatening, and like no one's trying to hustle you for shit all over, and like just generally good people. They're nice. It just sucks that some of the nicest people in the world, or in the country at least, face value, like, well, talking to you, are only nice to you because they agree with your opinions also at the same time.
And that's what people want, I think. People want assurance. Like, people want to be friendly with people that want to be like them. And that's how
we all want to belong.
We all want to feel
accepted.
Not even that, but like, I think everyone wants to be assured. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I think that's how people jump with the same, like, you get these so many groups of massive people that think the same, and I think that's where it comes from. People just wanting to be
in a group
and wanting to feel assured with their beliefs. And so like it creates like this herd mentality. I don't know how we jumped there, but Whatever. Well, you got
I get that.
You got another topic for me?
Oh yeah, I got you, son. Ooh.
Still looking at the Schnikes.
Let's just talk on this. So I heard this the other day, and it kind of blew my mind a bit. It goes, smart people learn from their mistakes, while wise people learn from other people's mistakes. And that really resonated with me, because like I'm the type of person that I'll go into a situation.
Wait, you're supposed to ask me a question.
Well, how do you feel about that? Like, how does that make you feel? You know what I'm saying? Like, does that resonate with you?
Well, let's just say it again, because I was just being an asshole. My bad. Say it again. Ask the question again.
Smart people learn from their own mistakes, while wise people learn from other people's mistakes.
It reminds me of something like It reminds me of something I heard the other day. It said something along the lines of good artists borrow, or good artists create, and great artists steal. It's kind of the same thing. It's just I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, the way I was looking at it is I go into a lot of situations expecting to make mistakes because that's how I feel like it was the only way I can learn. Like if I make a mistake, fuck, like it sucks that I messed up, but at least I can learn from this, and next time I'll hopefully won't make the same mistake. But I think now, like after reading that, I can maybe go into situations predetermining it and thinking, okay, what mistakes have been made in this situation before ever by anyone, and why, and how can I learn from that and go into it without having it. I guess that's kind of good parenting, isn't it? It's like I made all these mistakes as a kid, so I'm gonna raise you now to not make the same mistakes as me. And if you're a wise kid, you're gonna listen to me and not go get drunk at 13 because you thought it was cool when I told you were going to hurt yourself and be throwing up all day. And you didn't believe me, so you went and you made the mistake for yourself. Now, if you learn from that mistake, you're pretty smart. But if you don't and you do it again, fucking dumbass. Sell the kid. Just sell him. Just get rid of the kid.
Jump off the end right there.
Yeah, just get rid of him.
What you got else?
Well,
what you got for me? I'm ready. Throw a hard one at me.
All right. What's your most important life goal?
This is a deep one. He hit me with a hard one.
Yeah.
My most important life goal. So I think I'm gonna bring it back to like the airplane thing. I would love to be able to learn how to fly my plane. Like I'll have my own plane, or at least fly it. And I feel like it's really important because to get to that point, I'm gonna have to. And I've never really put this life goal out there before, so I feel like this is like an exposure session right here. So I don't know. It's always been a dream of mine, but putting that goal out is going to make me work so hard in life to get to that.
Yeah.
And like learn all these lessons, encounter all these struggles, come over all these things to get successful enough to where I can own my own plane and have my pilot's license and be able to fly it and just go wherever I want. And like, just think about like one day you're bored, fuck it, like get in your plane and just go fly somewhere else and land, and then just stay there for a day, 2 days, 3 days, doesn't even matter, and then fly back. You could jump state to state. You could see like everything down here. It would be absolutely amazing. Like to me.
Do you think it's the flying, like think of it as getting your driver's license? Do you think it's the fact that you got a plane or you got a car, or the fact that you now have this freedom?
No, it's not. The plane isn't the flex. It's not like look what I have. It's not like look at my Rolls Royce or whatever. It's if I've gotten to the point in life where I have managed all these skills enough that I own to be able to afford the plane, or to be able to come up with like such a situation to procure enough money to buy it, or like get a hustle enough to buy it, whatever it was, like a certain situation, whether I made a trade or I bought it, whatever. However, what I would do to get that plane. It would just be these huge life lessons that like it basically meaning like if I could afford that plane, if I could own the plane, I would be successful in life.
Yeah.
By my definition. And like I already feel like I'm successful now. So it's not
that's something you're chasing.
It's not like I'm not saying I'm overly successful or whatever. I just feel like I have achieved successful things. And we should all feel like that. Yeah. You know, you should kind of all have your own feelings of like success. You should be able to feel happy about the things you do. And some people like I've struggled with it in the past. Some people like struggle with it, but I think it's a general human right. Everyone should be able to feel that success. But basically, own my own plane, be able to fly it. Because if I could afford the plane, I must have done the right things.
Yeah.
And I would have learned all the right lessons along that way.
What about in terms of like fulfillment? Because, for example, I want to travel the entire country. I want to see every culture.
You do that with a plane.
Yes, but that's what I'm saying. Is it the thing?
The plane is the key.
Ability to meet all these people, or is
plane,
it just
the plane is the
skill
key
of flying the plane?
No, that can't be hard. That's like driving a car.
So what I'm saying is, what's gonna make me feel fulfilled, or my life goal is to travel everywhere, talk to all these cultures, see all these people, like be able to just grasp the entire world and like
the plane is the answer.
Comprehend it all at once. No, the plane is not the answer. You can't just fly into Dubai and they're gonna shoot you down.
You said the United States.
I've seen all the United States.
That's what you said.
I want to travel the world.
Well, then you could fly a plane to travel the world.
Yes, but
you could just fly to Italy.
Though? I don't want to just go on vacations. I want to go and
you want to learn and see have you ever watched
fucking Philippines?
Have you
watched their way of life?
This is who you're reminding me of right now. Have you ever watched Anthony Bourdain?
No,
dude, you would absolutely love. Dude, Parts Unknown. Have you never seen Parts Unknown? That's what we're doing after we wrap this podcast up or something. You are literally reminding me of him, like of one, and it sounds like, dude, you would love it. So he's got like the Parts Unknown. He just goes to all these parts of the world. I mean, obviously he's passed now, but it's so cool. He goes to all these parts of the world, these small little tribes in India or something like that. He'll go there, then like the big cities like Tokyo and all these random places, and he'll just talk about the food when he gets there. But then it's not just the food, it's everything that comes with the food. It's the people that come with the food. Oh, excuse me. It's the stories that come with the food. It's the ethnicity and all this stuff. But that's what I'm telling you. And then like he goes back. It's crazy because he went this one time specifically. He went visit this guy that he met in a village somewhere. I don't know where it was, Africa, whatever. Mm-hmm. But he came back like 10 years later or something like that and let him do some more traditional tattoos on him. And he still found that same guy in the middle of a village somewhere, and they reconnected and they were all they were like family basically. Somehow he was family. Anthony Bourdain, this super just normal dude, was basically family with this dude in the middle of a tribe somewhere. And whenever I think they both ended up passing, I think the tribe guy passed before Anthony Bourdain was like super sad. He was crying. He went visit his family out there and stuff. And then Anthony passed. And it's just like, I don't know. It sounds like you would love it. He kind of looks like he's got like frosted hair too, but it's like gray frosted. It's not like blonde.
I just enjoy seeing how people create happiness everywhere. Like in any situation we have, in any situation people are in, people find a way to try to enjoy life or to create some sort of happiness or like I just love how culture like came to be, how people were forced to find a way of life and that just turned into habit over time, and that created culture. And like, it's just so brilliant how different everyone's is, yet how it works so beautifully together. And like, I don't know. I think it's very stupid or very ignorant to judge different cultures for topics within ours. You know what I'm saying?
All right, I got something to spice it up for you.
Yeah. Spice it up for me.
Spice it up for you.
Spice it up.
Y'all ready for the spice? All right, right for it.
Put some spice on the
All right. Would you date someone that worked in the sex industry? Whether that is any form of it, whether if it's, I'll give you a few examples, like a dancer, for example, someone that owns the OnlyFans, someone that does like live performances, anything like that, like a porn star, honest, any type of sex work.
If you are confident enough in anything you're doing, and like,
I'm asking not what you think. Would you date someone? Like, would you be with someone that did that?
If you had OnlyFans, like whatever, especially if like we share in the bands, like no big deal. Like, you know what I'm saying? My girlfriend's attractive anyway, so people looking anyway. I mean, she has clothes on, but without clothes, at least we're getting paid. I don't think I'd want like a dancer. I don't think I could deal with that.
Is it the attention that they might get, like you think?
No, I think it's just the lifestyle that it comes with. It's like...
Oh, well, hold on. No, you can't assume that. You can't assume that
I can't,
just because they dance like
no,
they're
you're
going
right.
to get...
You're right.
You can't do the stereotype.
No, yeah. And I'm fairly uneducated towards that. I think it would just be like... If I was in a city where I was not with people, like in Lafayette, I couldn't do it. We all know each other. Dude, oh my God.
So is
Grandpas would come up to me and be like, yeah, I saw your girl last night at Michael's. And I'm just like, oh,
Michael's.
Did you please throw a Benjamin on that booty, though? Like,
oh, my God. So do you think, all right, do you think,
you know what I'm saying?
Do you think that it's an embarrassment thing for you? Or like, what is it?
No,
like,
it's...
what you said, like, is it a shame thing? Is it like a jealousy thing?
It's a...
Because you said... Just to clarify, no, like you couldn't do it in a small town like Lafayette.
I think it would just be cringe for people to see the person that I chose slinging their ass.
I guess.
Like, I think it makes
the small town thing. I guess would kind of play into it. But
well, it makes it puts a description on the type of people that I choose. So people are like, "Oh, that's your girlfriend just slinging all that?" Like, damn, that's the type of
But that also that's the same argument.
Like, there's nothing wrong with.
That's the same argument that your parents made with you whenever you were a kid, and like are like, you know, like you're acting like this. How you thinking? You making me look as a parent, like you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like getting in trouble at school is gonna make me look like a bad parent. It's kind of like the same thing. For the record, I'm staying on this one.
No, you're right.
I'm skirting this one.
You skirting?
I'm just throwing all the throwing the hard balls at you.
To be honest, like I don't think it bothers me if other people don't. Well, no, I don't. It doesn't. Really
I don't really
bother
care.
Me, yeah.
It's like it depends on if I fell in love with them. Like I fell in love with them, and it is what it is.
Yeah, exactly. Like to me, if I fell in love with you and you had that on your name beforehand, chances are you a pretty fucking bomb ass bitch. But if this happened in the middle, then that would have to be a decision that we probably made. You know, like
it's not your decision whether she does it or not. At that point, it's your decision whether you stay with her.
Yeah.
If she does it or not.
Okay.
That's where the choice comes
Is it disrespectful to like say you were in a relationship with somebody and you individually on your own quietly went and made an OnlyFans and started like throwing your shit out there and people could see all your shit and they didn't know. Is that fucked up?
I mean, it depends on... I mean, I believe in communication. And like at that point, that's just a lack of communication both ways. But it kind of depends on the situation. It depends on the relationship. So many people are into so many things. There's so many poly relationships. It depends on like what you're talking about. And I guess that's like a good way of skating out of it. I realize that. But it's also... It's like...
It's hard to tell people what to do with their body.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I feel like when we're dating,
that decision is still...
We have a mutual agreement that's your body is part of mine, kind of now.
So
and my body is part of yours.
I got the answer. It's their choice whether they think it's okay or not, but it's still your choice whether you
accept
continue
it or not. Yeah, I get that.
So I think that comes back down to you.
I feel like I would be like, if you asked me before and I agreed on it, bet like it is what it is. But if you did it and then told me about it after, I felt like you kind of cheated on me.
I feel like you have that right to feel that
like way. I had to do all this work and do all this to like see you naked and do all this with you, and then they just have to pay $5. Like that's not even the tip
$5
one.
Get it done.
Hey, $5 get it done. You know, get it done.
But no. I guess it's I see what you're saying.
You know, like it's kind of just like, man.
So we're getting more specific into it though. But the general, let's just blanket it flat. Would you date someone in the sex industry?
20% maybe.
If it happened, it happened. I don't care.
Yeah, I think you'd have to be a bomb ass bitch.
It's not something I'm avoiding. It's not something I'm looking for. Like if it happens, it happens. It's just whatever at that point.
Let's put it this way: if you make your success from something else and then go into it, I think I'm so cool with that because like you chose to do that after as something extra lanyard, but you didn't build your brand around your titties.
Well, that's just monetizing your audience at that point, and that's just that's girl boss.
That's girl boss.
That's girl boss.
Girl boss, like baby boss. All right, I got one for you.
What you got?
What do you think is more intimate, kissing or sex?
Absolutely kissing. Same. And I got the perfect thing for you. It's like I think you kind of mentioned this, but it's like you. I guess what I'm trying to say is like you can kiss someone, right?
All right.
What you put in my face. So the question is whether it's what's more intimate, kissing or sex. I think kissing is more intimate. I feel like it's a more face-to-face thing. You can't really kiss someone like you can kiss like the back of their head or whatever, like other body parts. But if you're talking like mouth-to-mouth kissing, I feel like that's a way more intimate thing because you're way closer and you're
like kissing is way more. Let's put it this way: I can, as a straight dude, I can do some gay shit all day. I can slap you on the ass. I can do whatever, and it don't make me feel any different. If I grab your face like we can go to kiss, that shit's cringe as fuck. My entire body's like, stop, that's gay. No,
that's where the line is drawn. Yeah. That's where your body draws the line.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I've had sex with females I've slept with females that I didn't think were necessarily the most attractive.
I think females is offensive.
I did not kiss them.
I think females is offensive.
Girls?
Women. You slept with women.
Some might have not been women at the time, and when I wasn't a man, like.
Well, is that applicable to this situation?
There were women that I've slept with that I didn't kiss.
Okay.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Because also, like, your hygiene got to be on point. Like,
but that's the thing. Like,
you got to be able to kiss good. Like,
I don't even the most, and this is kind of off topic, but like the most attractive thing to me is hygiene.
Yeah. Oh, yes. 100%. But I have great hygiene too. So like,
I don't know. Like, I feel like I take care of myself, and like when people take care of their self,
we have exquisite hygiene, son.
Exquisite hygiene.
Exquisite.
That's always like impressive to me. I don't know.
Yeah, but that's because we grew up doing that every day, being called the F word, like it was something weird, for being clean and keeping everyting well cut. And
why was I told I was gay for wanting to be clean? How the fuck was that an insult?
You're supposed to smell like coochie.
The fuck?
Supposed to smell like beer, ball sack, and Budweiser.
That's the Erath mentality. Yeah. It's like, oh, you like to take care of yourself? Gay.
Fact.
Stupid, man.
Yeah, but I'm so glad we grew out of that. Like, it's crazy how much progress has been made, honestly. Like, to the point where women are out loud screaming, if you do not have good hygiene, I will not sleep with you. I will not choose you. Because stinky men is gross.
Stinky men is gross.
Stinky men are gross, bro. Like,
anyone's gross. Stinky is gross. Stinky is a sign of, well, to us, I think like different cultures see it differently. Like, I'm pretty sure French people like the smell. I think they think that natural aroma
attracts the opposite.
Or maybe like not think, but I think that's part of their culture. That's what I've seen. I don't know if that's just
maybe it's just accepted. Like, would you shave your pubes all the time if you didn't have to? If girls were like, no, I like your hair, keep it.
It depends. Well, okay. On my own, like, I don't have a problem shaving at all. It depends on what my partner wants at the time.
Yeah.
Like, I care like that much. Like, yeah, that's how you like it. I'm gonna do it that way.
But like with women, I can promise you, women wouldn't wear makeup if they didn't. I know they love it. Like, it makes you look pretty. I'm sure it's fucking phenomenal. It's
I love makeup. It's like
a good
art.
Confidence boost.
Makeup is like art to me, just like anything else.
We created these things in our society because we told each other that it's important. Like, we told each other that it's important to look pretty. It's important. Yeah,
these things that are embedded in like American culture.
Jeez.
Like how important aesthetics is.
Yeah.
But do we worry about how much smell is? Smell is like really important too. It goes back into hygiene. Like, if you smell good.
Well, I just think if you have good hygiene, that means you take care of yourself. And if you're taking care of yourself,
I tell you what,
then you could probably take care of somebody else.
If somebody walks past me and then like they're looking very attractive and they walk past me, I might just like look at them. If someone looks at me, or if someone walks past me and they're like okay looking, but they smell great, I'm gonna pay them the same attention.
I'm gonna do a double take. I'm gonna be like, oh damn, girl.
Like a medium looking person that smells, not medium looking person, but like just a regular looking person that smells good, they're instantly like way more attractive to me.
Yeah.
They're like same attractiveness as just like an attractive person.
Sorry.
It's just like smells like super important.
Smells nice
because it's like hygiene. It goes back to hygiene. You smell good, you look good, you feel good, you are good, you great. There's some days I still forget to put on deodorant every once in a while. My whole day is ruined, bro. My whole day is ruined.
I have dude, if I get out the shower and I don't put on deodorant for like 15 minutes and I'm like getting ready and stuff, kind of, fix my hair, this or that, like kind of not really breaking a sweat, but just moving, and then I'll like feel that I'm starting to kind of sweat a little bit and I didn't put on deodorant. I'm like, I gotta take a shower again. I fucked up. I gotta go start all over. Like, I fucked up.
Do you like the gel deodorant or like
no?
What's the white one? Like, what would you say?
Deodorant.
The stick. Yeah, but what would you call it? It's like a pate. A pate.
I think it's just stick deodorant. Like, it's just normal.
One's a gel and one's a solid. I guess it's a solid.
Yeah, solid deodorant. There you go.
Yeah. You ever tried that spray on shit?
Hey, is a smell.
You ever tried that spray on shit before we jump off?
It's gross.
It's kind of nice. Like, I kind of don't mind it, but it's just messy. I've tried it like once or twice.
I don't like any spray on anything besides hairspray.
What about that axe we used to hit? That double pitch to chesty?
Fucking. And you had. What is that?
Yeah, we thought we was like smelling good.
Oh man!
Hey, they banned that from my middle school. You remember that? We sprayed that shit so much. Son, I don't care. Like as like anyone would like, you could go look through any boys.
So loud.
What?
That was so loud when I did. I'm so sorry.
That's cool. You could go look through any young boys like at our time. Middle school, that sounds crazy. You go look through anybody's like gym bag, and this sounds extra crazy, but what you're gonna see is the gym shorts, the gym shirt, deodorant, and Axe.
Yeah.
Sometimes not even deodorant, just Axe. And that was gonna be in all of them in a little Nike drawstring book sack. I still got my little Nike drawstring book sack from middle school that I would throw over my back.
The fact that we had to have PE, get sweaty, and change back into our normal clothes for the day was so damn stupid.
The only cool thing we did,
they got mad when we tried to smell a little better.
Well, see, I think like somebody complained about it, or the old teachers. That's kind of crazy, actually. I don't know that. That's just like an assumption. I don't know shit. I can't just throw that on though.
Boom, roasted. Came into
I
it.
have to edit that out. I have to put a timestamp there. But damn, like just got tired of smelling all the damn Axe that all us kids were spraying. We were trying to see who could spray the most, like who would smell the most. And we would like, I remember like swapping sprays, and when a new spray would drop, it was like a new Pokemon card. It was like, oh, have y'all smelled like Phoenix yet?
You know what it reminds me
Have y'all
of?
smelled chocolate yet?
The 5 gum.
The 5 gum.
New 5 gum.
5 gum went alongside with it. Damn, you're talking about a whole era. I forgot about 5 gum.
Era. Like Akon, fucking
Nicki Minaj.
No, it was even before Nicki a little bit.
Yeah.
Like Akon, T-Pain, fucking Chris Breezy. Chris Breezy, baby.
Talking about We Came as Romans? Talking about Mice and Men?
No, see, like, I was not a scene boy. I was the little boy being seen. You couldn't see me. I was too short.
Damn, you really grew up.
Yeah.
What else we got, man? We got anything else tonight?
I mean, not too much. Is there anything spectacular happening in Lafayette right now?
Nothing,
Dude, not
man.
really. Like, this summer flew by.
Nothing.
It's almost over. We're about to go to the beach and hit some waves, though. We can get a little tan on. Maybe next set I'll be looking a little bronze.
Hopefully.
Well, actually, we might have another episode before.
We'll see. We're going to try and keep putting these things out.
Oh, yeah. Like,
once
it'll
a
only
week.
get better and better.
It's going to take a while to edit all this stuff, capture it all, get it ready,
Yeah.
and then push it out to content. We're just trying to create some content out here. We've been kind of
Trying
just
to figure out what's good, what's bad.
just
our
bored.
flow. Oh, yeah, dude. So
We've
bored.
just been bored.
I just don't know what to do in Lafayette besides
There's nothing.
drink.
No one wants to play music. No one
Yeah.
wants to go to listen to live music. It's like you stay in your house, you play your video games, and then
Yeah.
you are half the thing. Like half the population just scrolls through Instagram, scrolls through Twitter before they go to bed.
Yeah.
And that's just Lafayette right now. But I think that's everywhere because it's fucking COVID. Like we looped it
We
fucking
just don't
all
have
the way
any
back.
like events happening. But I guess like also COVID is like it's hard to plan
They're
things.
working on some stuff. They're moving Bolt downtown, which will be interesting. We'll see how that goes.
I think it'll be fun.
It'd be fun. I'm just worried about just people's
I don't want
safety
people to
downtown.
be treated bad, but at the same time, like I want to shove it into those
I mean,
closed-minded
that's a
fuck
good
faces'
point.
face. Like,
It's like you just shove it there and like here, this is what it is.
Like, I don't know.
I
You
don't
throw
know. This
you
is a
throw little
Lafayette
rat in the
exclusive
room with them.
podcast now. This is basically a Lafayette exclusive podcast.
Lafayette
now.
exclusive.
Planet Radio.
Planet Radio.
106. I don't even fucking remember anymore.
I don't know anything either.
Whatever. All right, that's it, y'all.
All right, shout out to y'all. We love y'all.
It's been fun. It's been real.
We'll have more shit. It'll only get better. Let us know.
It only get better. Because if it gets worse, I ain't doing this shit.
Again, guys, thank y'all for watching Zane N Lane.
Peace.